and bricks are heavy, man. When you're doing it on your own, for everything that you're doing, when you're as old as me, you feel it, I tell you. I don't know, well, builders get used to it, but I ain't a builder. So, as you can see, I've dented it. Got half of my garden still covered in block. So, yeah, there's going to be a few more of them journeys up and down the bloody driveway, 5 blocks at a time. It's all I can manage, because getting in down the bottom in that little doorway is too much when there's more than 5 on it. I've already dumped a load that you wouldn't have seen. So yeah, I was going to bring a load of blocks down earlier in the week, but I chose not to, simply because I wanted to give the pond base a real good amount of time to actually dry out, rather than start stacking a load of block on there. It probably was dry, but given the thickness of the actual concrete itself, I just thought it was better to leave it 5 or 6 days before I started to actually play with it. And to be quite honest, I'm glad that I did, because you can see the colour change as it's got drier and drier. So we've been quite lucky for the week as well, because we haven't really had any rain. We've had spots of rain, but nothing that was torrential enough to really disturb it. So I'm more than happy with the little spout of weather that we've got. I'm hoping that it stays the same throughout the build now, because in honesty, it's going to get built rain or shine, but it'd just go better and it'd be more enjoyable if it's sunny. So anyway, I'm going to cut off there, and we'll report back later. Anyway, enough of all that block building stuff. We've got places to go. See ya when I get there. Welcome back to another episode of the one and only Krafty Koi. So from here you may realise where I am as I start to pan round. Okay, today is Sunday, so I was here yesterday, but the weather was on a completely different scale to what we're seeing today. So it's already warmer than it is yesterday. Blue skies, fluffy clouds, and I can tell you, you're in for a treat. So stay tuned. Other channels are already here. So advertising as always, strategically placed jumper on the back there. So if you haven't already, we've got a Telford Koi Pond. You need to subscribe. Sorry Phil, I weren't zooming in onto your missus. Oh, she's got subscribe written on it.
Anybody paying cash?
Yeah, always.
So just one of you, is it?
Yeah, just one today.
Yeah. So £10 change and
That's
okay.
perfect, mate. Thank you very much. So then, coming into the entrance, we've always got the raffle. Yesterday's first prize was £1,000. Koi water barn. Sunday £500. So always a decent fiver worth spending there. So I'll have 2 strips, please, my friend. So as always, some of the trade stands that we've got in, Northine nets, okay, really decent actually, some real good prices for those people that like the wooden handle stuff. Reasonably priced in comparison. For 29 inches, they will also change the heads for you, 85 quid. Online you would find them around 200 normally. So then we go into obviously the bonsai section, wacky trees, and then into the bonsai area. And to be quite honest, as you see here, we have got a very nice tree that is very reasonably priced, to be fair. can't escape. Busy? I've got you on camera now. It's alright. How's it been? Good? I think you picked up this afternoon, eh? Always smiling when she's taking cash, isn't she? Look. Hey, Chip.
So you're delivering.
About time. Well, those of you on Facebook, she's got a real good page, lots and lots of decent quality stuff here. Okay, always good. I mean, look at the prices, 30 quid. Look, what a lovely decoration for anyone's pond that is. Proper decent. It's a been good, Lise. You've done well. Did you do well? Excellent.
like you today.
So then, not back from the show, not long back from the show even. So, what an amazing weekend. Really enjoyed myself. So, arrived on the Saturday. I didn't do any filming on the Saturday. To be quite honest, I didn't really get much of a chance. There was so many people stopped to talk to me, which is great. See other YouTubers, people stopping me, to, giving me some feedback on the channel, and I suppose that's the other half of doing what I do on YouTube. It's really nice to hear people's feedback, and also the appreciation, and quite clearly, well, I don't know, I think it's quite relevant that you become part of people's like regimes for when they're like what I do when I'm watching other people's channels. It's just weird that people do it with me, but I suppose it shouldn't be, because it's me that puts their content out. So yeah, thank you to everyone that stopped, said hello. Apologies I couldn't talk to everyone, but it's what it is. Always a pleasure. So, what did I think of the show? I thought actually that some of the VATs on show were, I think, better than last year, to be honest. But I think that is because my knowledge on understanding koi a little bit more has improved over the times as well. So the more you understand with what's happening with the hobby, or how to look and appreciate on the fish, I think it gives you a better insight into what it is that you need to be doing. Like, you're not just looking at a fish for its colour, its pattern, or in the show environment, you're looking for certain particulars and looking at one fish against another. So yeah, it was fantastic, and actually meeting up with other koi members on the Saturday night, members of the BKKS that are showing the VATs, like Craig McNeish and a load of northern guys. It was good. I don't know, the word's not good. It was interesting, not only talking about koi and showing and all the techniques and whatnot that they use, but more importantly, it was a good laugh, and it was great to come across a group of people that are like-minded, that you got on well with us. There was some performances that I thought were amazing. Right, when I say performances, I'm just on about the crack. It was brilliant. So yeah, so on the Sunday I've done a bit more filming. I've only really looked at, as you've all just seen, I looked at the major prize winners, merely down to the fact that I just did not have the time to film, due to talking to people and whatnot, and quite rightly so. However, before I come home, I had to make a little bit of a detour, and I'll show you why. But I also had a bit of success. Tenner on the raffle, done five tickets, I think it was, on the Saturday, won nothing. But yesterday, but on Sunday, the Sunday prize draw, won that thing down there, which actually I'm super stoked about. Yeah, look at that. It cost a £5 on the raffle. Now, what I didn't know is that Jack from the Balding Reefer was the person that donated that from his stall, and it's only after someone said where it had come from, I seen that it was up for 90 quid. So cheers, Jack, for your generosity. Saved me 85 quid. Furthermore, I want to say a massive shout out to Lee Hadfield of Koi Soldier. You don't need an introduction from me.
Jesus, all right?
What's that?
I feel a little bit awkward in front of the camera.
Do you?
Yeah.
We met up on Saturday, and Lee kindly invited me along to stay over with him and his mate Steve. Steve, right, pleasure meeting you, mate. It's, I can say that I've made 2 good friends there, so you know, hopefully in the future Lee and I have been exchanging ideas and whatnot, and I do believe that there may be more times like it ahead. So awesome, really looking forward to future shows, etc. So what did I buy? Well, let me show you. I'm going to spin you around. So a guy called James Riley, air source heat pump. Clearly you can see it's in a wheelbarrow because I've just took it out the back of my motor. Yeah, second hand, right, but a bargain. So James, thanks very much. Now I do know that he's got some more bits available, one of which is a drum, a Profi drum, in good nick. He had an amazing pond. So if you're interested in that, drop me a line. I'll give you his telephone number. So everyone's favourite, managed to get myself a storage box for koi food, as you can see. Not being a snob, but a kari. So always a winner. Come out of the lounge because the girls are talking about girly shit. Nail varnish, I think it was. But check that. Whoop. Not very good model, but yeah. Cheers, Lee. Always a pleasure, never a chore. So I think you'll find that actually, other than going and having a great time, I'll come back with quite a carload, because that statue thing weighed a fortune, and then I had to dump that heat converter, air source heat pump into the car as well. So it looked like the car was weighed down at the back. But look at this, mate. Just have a quick look at this. Oh, excuse me. Right, anyway, guys. You're telling me off, man. Anyway, I am I'm going to start mixing up some mortar and getting the bricks laid. So until then, what I will say is, as always, enjoy the koi. If you ain't got your koi, any koi, have a look at this.